Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
Last time we were talking about the yokai Suspicione, who inspirited all of these people in our neighborhood. Some bad shit.
This is over my head. I did make the video of the Soul Taker comparison. Did you see that?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dope.
I'm surprised you didn't see it.
No.
It was the other day.
I did not. Must have been swallowed by my YouTube feed of all these fucking... there's a CameraCon happened, and so
I see.
there were a shitload of those videos, and then I lost everything. CameraCon, called NAB. Don't know what it stands for.
So, I've got another thing to talk about.
Alright.
That I did, that I was excited about. I, for the first time ever, did something I've been talking about doing for years. I've been saying I was going to do. I've probably mentioned on the show that I was going to do this before, but I've just never done it.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
How the fuck have I gotten, like, 9 Estus flasks, and I only have a +1? Why am I not finding these fucking bone dusts, man?
Have you been using them? Like, have you been...
Yeah, I've been checking every time I go back. That's fucked.
You know he doesn't put them in, right?
Yes, you do it at the bonfire.
Making sure you aren't fucking...
I need that shit. Let's go back to this guy. Is he still alive?
So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I did something that I've been planning for a long time. I did my own grocery shopping.
Whoa, motherfucker! Hell yeah.
You hear about that? That I did that?
No, I didn't hear about that, but it sounds pretty cool.
Did you see all the bags that are in the
oh,
the
that's what those were. I ate one of your bananas. I didn't know that they were your groceries. I just saw it was a bunch of bread. I was like, why the fuck is this bread in bags? This is dumb. And I was like, where are these bananas are in a bag? No one's gonna know they're here. I ate a banana.
That's the idea.
Well, congratulations, man.
So yeah, everything that's in bags is mine. Don't eat it.
Dude, I cooked dinner last night with Hope. Because, like, she's been spending too much money lately, and I was like, dude, I'll cook us dinner at your new house. It'll be great. I'll bring the skillet, and I'll cook us. I spent about $3.50, made some chicken thighs and rice, used my Guy Fieri barbecue sauce. Full meal, $3.50. Wonderful. For two. That was full meal for two with leftovers for a lunch the next day.
What all did you pay for it that?
That was a thing of chicken thighs that cost $2.50 and a bag of rice that cost 79 cents.
That's a cheap ass bag of rice.
Yeah,
like
it was pretty fucking good. It was some basic ass rice. But
yeah.
no, I mean, there's enough for two meals. That was like, it was probably a 2.5 cup bag, and I used 1 cup of rice.
Yeah, funnily, I mean, I'm still eating the dinners that Mom makes when I want them when they're, you know. But it was funny because the next night she made spaghetti. And she had, like, the fake meatballs that her and Dad eat. And then she said that the burger... Like, we had burgers and buns, and the buns had gone bad. So she just made 3 burgers, like, just to go with the spaghetti, right? So it was a burger patty.
Burgers and spaghetti.
And spaghetti. And I looked at it and I went, Mom, you've given me a beautiful gift here. Because all I have to do, I took a bowl, I put a bunch of sauce in it, and I just ground the fucking burger into the sauce,
awesome.
And I had meat spaghetti.
Hey.
Which is how, like, I had this realization when I was at my ex-girlfriend's house, because she would make meat sauce.
Meat sauce is the best way to eat spaghetti.
Right, but she would just make ground beef, like just cook ground beef and mix it in with the sauce and mix it in with spaghetti, and it's fucking amazing. And we never do that because our mom's a vegetarian, and our dad doesn't eat red meat anymore, and he wasn't. Generally, she would make the sauce for everybody because she was eating spaghetti too, so we never had any meat in our spaghetti. And like when you do actually have it, you realize, oh my god, this is the good version of spaghetti. Like, I mean, not to say I don't like spaghetti, but it's so much better and so much more.
It's a lot better than just having
fulfilling.
meatballs, because meatballs almost always suck when you get these shitty freezer meatballs.
Right.
And they're just not great. I finally got a bone dust.
Not into the meatballs. So yeah, but anyway, I went grocery shopping for myself because Mom and Dad have both gotten, like, our dad has completely quit red meat. He's basically quitting meat altogether. Like, he's just pretty much eating whatever Mom's eating. Mm-hmm. And so, they, you know, not only do I not like... Because it's not that I'm, like... That I couldn't see myself ever going vegan, right? Yes. like, I think it's admirable to stop eating meat, because from what I understand, it makes you healthier. Dad's always saying he feels so much better now, you know, like, he feels the healthiest he's ever felt in his life. Most people seem to say that. Boyd's going vegan because he has really bad acid reflux. He can't eat any fucking meat anymore. Without, like, fucking dying.
Yeah.
So...
I didn't know he would full vegetarian, though.
He just did, like, the other day.
Wow.
He's like, I basically can't eat anything else
anyways,
anyways.
I hope it lasts.
So, I'm gonna try to go vegetarian. But,
I don't think I fucking knew about this way before.
Yeah, you did. Hell? You have to go this way.
This way?
Yeah.
I know about up that way.
Oh, well, I mean, they go to the same place.
I see.
It's just like...
Oh, no, yeah, I think I went here.
Yeah. Anyways, like, I think I could potentially be a vegetarian, just not the way that our mom is.
Yeah.
Because what I realized over time, because, you know, we were always saying, like, Mom can't really cook that well, right? But that means, I mean, she doesn't cook her own shit, like, any better. You know,
sometimes she does when she cooks for just herself. She'll make like a fish with vegetables and stuff, and that's usually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, she'll put a little bit like she.
I mean, she still can't follow a recipe. But...
She eats a lot of like freezer food. You know,
yes.
You know, she'll get all those vegetarian freezer foods and shit, and like just basic like vegetarian stuff. Like she's not like making home scratch vegetarian meals most of the time. You know, you can just let these guys fight each other.
I don't know if I want to kill this guy.
So, like...
I didn't kill them the other time because I was much weaker when I came here.
So, Mom's basically just been making all the same dinners we always eat, but the vegetarian version, which is not good. It's always like oh, I'm gonna make hamburgers, but now we're using turkey meat or veggie meat or something, you know, and it's like,
that stuff
no,
sucks.
don't. Like, if you're gonna make a vegetarian meal, make a vegetarian meal, not just a meat meal with substitute food, because it's not going to be the same, you know, it never is. And Dad does not seem to mind. Dad doesn't seem to care at all. Dad'll eat all these things, and he'll be like, it was great. I don't know what you guys are talking about, it was good, you know, like...
He's also a guy who could survive on Hungry Man dinner meal.
That is true. Like, he just doesn't care. And, like, for instance, the other day, the night that inspired me to finally go out and start grocery shopping myself was, like, Mom had made chili, right? Mm-hmm. Now, my mom makes chili pretty often, and it's not bad, but it's no meat chili. Yeah. It's always just a bunch of beans, some, like, weird veggie shit that's in there that doesn't taste very good, you know. I can't fill up on that. I can't eat, like, more than a bowl of that. Exactly. It's like, I eat a few, like, a little bit of it, and I'm like, okay,
it's not
I've
bad.
had enough.
You can't eat that much of it.
But she'll make that, and that'll be, like, that's dinner, is this bean chili. It's like I'm literally eating beans for dinner. That's it. You know, just a bunch of beans.
Like some sort of plebeian.
Right. I'm sure there's ways to make vegetarian chili and for it to be, like, exquisite. But you'd have to have, like, herbs and spices and shit. We ain't got that. It's just a bunch of fucking beans and chili sauce, you know, cooked for 7 hours or whatever. Mm-hmm. And... like, she didn't have any cornbread, which she usually, you know, has to go with it. So she had decided, what if we just had nacho chips?
Yes.
And then nacho cheese, and you just use the chili and cheese to make nachos, right?
Mm.
Now, when you have chili cheese nachos, it's usually like a certain kind of chili. Like, there's a lot of different things that can be considered chili.
Yes.
You know, the kind of chili we were eating is not the kind of chili you would use for nachos ever. Yeah. You know, it's like all beans and not like in a Mexican style. Like I don't consider that a Mexican style chili. Beans. You know, so
it's not like a. Yeah, like the pasty,
it's like if you tried
refried beans.
It's like if you tried to use curry for nachos, is what I would compare it to. You know, you wouldn't probably do that. So she had like these but the nacho chips she had were sweet potato chips.
Yes.
Which is a totally different kind of flavor. That I would never want to eat sweet potato nachos, you know. Mm. And she didn't like heat up the nacho cheese, so it was just like a can of nacho cheese sitting there next to the stuff, right? And I was like, okay, whatever, right? Shade had walked into the room earlier, saw that chili was cooking, and he just went to Taco Bell, like immediately. He drove himself to Taco Bell and got that, right? So I get myself a bowl of chili, And, you know, I'm obviously not going to use the chips. I don't even like sweet potatoes flavor at all. So I was like, I'm not going to eat these chips. And I poured a little bit of the cheese on the side just to see how it would taste in combination. I took a bite of that, and I was like, I had to avoid that part of the bowl. I ate around it, and then I, like, washed that part out. I was like, not a combination that should ever work. And I was telling everybody else, I was like, don't do that. Don't mix the cheese in. It's not the same. And Mom specifically said that she got this cheese because it's the kind of cheese we like. Like, she said, you guys like the nacho cheese, so I got the nacho. I'm like, no, but what we like is going to a Mexican restaurant, and they have, like, a cheese that they've specifically got the right cheese for the type of meal you're eating, and they've made it just right. It's not the same as just buying a can of whatever random nacho cheese you find,
which
and
always
then
just tastes like
mixing
sugar.
it with chili,
Like,
you know?
Somehow every generic can of nacho cheese you get at the store is always just like a sugar paste or some shit. It's just like sweet as hell.
So I, you know, I was like, all right, nobody mix this because this is a flavor combination that's not meant to happen, right? And then, but Dad had poured the cheese all over his chili, mixed it all in, and ate it, and thought it was great. And I was like, what? Are you serious? That cheese wasn't even warmed up. You just poured cold nacho cheese into your bean chili and ate it. What is fucking wrong with you?
Oh man.
So I was like,
true taste.
I was like, this, you know, Mom and Dad can just eat this shit that they like. You know, they can have fun eating their weird ass shit, and I'll be over here, you know, eating my own stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna start buying my own groceries. You know, clearly it has to happen, and also because, you know, they had gone grocery shopping without me and not gotten like anything I liked last time. Anyways, like they didn't get anything that I like for me to eat on the side aside from dinner. So I'd been eating out way too much, spending way too much on fucking food. And I was like, this needs to stop. I need to start eating.
See, I use jolly cooperation to fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
Fuck
really cool fucking boss. Like
kind of a shame when I come here and I'm really strong, like, cause I had a hard time before when I didn't do the other stuff first. Well, and I had no health.
I've always fought him before the Cathedral of the Deep. So
oh man, this part's fucking rad though. While the blood fucking converges.
Yeah, I love the concept of this boss that like that some of them come up and help you, and the other ones
fuck you over,
fight you.
Oh yes, and this is where it rehashes Bloodborne.
Yeah, this is
the one disappointing thing about this is that it's like, yeah, that was a cool concept to use again, but like it's not as intense as the Maria fight, so it feels kind of like why. Like, we already had the perfect fight with this mechanic.
But anyways, so yeah, I went and got my own groceries. I finally did it. And, I gotta say, I spent a lot less money than I expected to. Right, because I went out and I was like, alright, I'm gonna set my limit at like $100, right? And I wasn't actually doing math on any of the stuff I was picking up. I was just like, let's just stop it when I feel like it's, you know, $100 at the most. And that'll probably last me 2 weeks, right? Keep me out of the fucking restaurants. You know, that's all my goal is. Keep me out of the fucking restaurants. I wasn't going out specifically to, like, buy dinners and stuff. Because, like, the thing about... Because this is the other reason I wanted to do this. Not just because of, like, the quality of food we eat, but that the timing is so weird. Because I wake up at dinner time.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, for me, waking up and then eating, like, a dinner meal is... It's not the right foot to start off on, necessarily. Or if I wake up at 4 p.m. and I eat right when I wake up, and then Mom makes dinner, and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for this, man. I just want to eat a sandwich, you know, like. So I was just like, I just want to cut myself out so that they don't have to worry about me at all, you know. I mean, they already weren't anyways. They weren't really thinking about us when they pick out their dinners, clearly, because they haven't been getting anything we like. And they're like, you all have cars. We don't care if you fucking go to Taco Bell. Just do it, you know. So I was like, all right. And, you know, I'm thinking, all right, I'll set myself a $100 limit. I only ended up spending, like, I went to Kroger, I brought Shade with me, got all the stuff I thought I wanted. I was like, this seems like it could last me a good week and a half to 2 weeks. $61, and that's including a $20 box of wine.
Holy shit.
So the amount that it takes for me to get what I think will keep me fed for a week and a half to 2 weeks is like $41. Which is like... It didn't
look like you got anything. It looked like you just got like some bread.
Well, you only looked in one cabinet. That's the same fucking thing. When I'm sitting there, because me and Shade, we went grocery shopping, and then, you know, Shade, we didn't have dinner that night anyways, because Mom and Dad were
yeah, I was wondering why you made that orange chicken shit.
Oh yeah, Shade got that.
I came up and saw that he was making that.
Yeah, Shade got that at the grocery store. This is not the night we went grocery shopping. It was the night before. Mom and Dad were at like a dinner party or something. So we went and just got Wendy's after the groceries, you know, because Shade didn't have anything. So we're sitting there eating Wendy's in the fucking dining room, and Dad comes in, and I told him like we were grocery shopping. He's looking at the cabinet. He's like, "Oh, you got like you got some bread, some cookies. This all you got?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just put it all in one cabinet." Like, of course. No, I put all of it where it goes. Like, I put it all in the locations where it would normally be found, you know? If I have fridge stuff, it's in the fridge.
Yeah.
But, no, I got a loaf of, like, some weird bread that I wanted to try. I got, like, a huge thing of vanilla wafers. What was the other thing that was in the bread cabinet? I got some bananas, got a bunch of different fruits. I got me some turkey to make sandwiches with. Oh, bagels, like these like jalapeno bagels. Yeah, to make sandwiches with. So
see, now I'm glad I know that all that stuff is yours now, because I've dabbled in some of it already. Because I was like, what's all this stuff?
What did you fucking eat of mine?
I had like one wafer and I had one banana.
Stop eating my shit.
Well, there's now, because Dad's not eating anything that I eat, there's now nothing for me. So it's like,
go do your own grocery shopping.
And yeah, they always go grocery shopping without me because I'm never home.
Right. Like historically,
But I was feeling that way just the other night, because how much of a jackass do you think I felt like when I fed me and Hope with extra on $3.50?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is something, like, I instantly knew what to get when I wanted to make a cheap meal for us. Like, it wasn't even like I looked up something. I already knew how to make this. Yeah. I full well know how easy this shit is, and I don't do it. And then I'm just like, how fucking lazy am I? This didn't even take very long. Well, this was so easy.
You know, I think we have the wrong mindset about this, because our mom doesn't like cooking and makes it out like it's a huge fucking pain for herself when she does it. Where she's always like, I gotta make dinner. Who's gonna help me? Who's gonna be my helper for tonight? Let's all work on it together. It's a huge project. It's such a pain in the ass, you know. Like, and then she'll make food, and anytime we complain about it, she always has an attitude like, "Well, I just won't make anything if you guys aren't gonna like it." It's like, well, it's not like you fucking put like a ton of effort in, and we all spurned your effort. You know, you fucking threw it together. Like, I appreciate that you're making stuff when you don't have to, but like, don't make it out like you fucking spent all day on this and we're like poo-pooing it. It's like, if you don't want to make food, then just tell me and I'll go make my own food, you know? Like, so that's kind of the mentality we've all reached now. It's like, let's all just go make our own
when you
food,
have to feel guilty all the time.
Right. It's like I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm not gonna be like yeah, I'm thankful that you're making the food, but you don't have to. Just tell me, I'll go make my own. Just say something.
That's why I make dinner sometimes, and Dad'll be like, "Oh, you're making dinner?" I'm like, you know, Mom doesn't fucking want to do it. Like, why wouldn't I make dinner?
So yeah, we're finally resolving this once and for all. This problem we've been talking about forever. Fucking just become self-sufficient. I have the money now, you know.
My only problem is that I don't have the money. Like, that's all that stops me.
Well, that's the thing. You think it's expensive, but it's not. I got like 2 weeks worth of food for $40. Yeah, but nothing. Like, go out on...
How often do I even make $40? I don't make money.
I'm saying to tell Dad, don't buy any groceries for me next time you go grocery shopping. I guess I could I'll do it myself.
My own.
And buy it on his dime and buy your own shit, because it's not expensive. I think it's actually less expensive.
And they don't buy anything for me anyway.
Right. Well, because the thing is that when we go grocery shopping as a family, all we get is dinners, really. Like, we barely focus on the other stuff. We just get stuff that's like, well, what can all 5 of us agree on? Well, there's only like 3 things we'll all agree on, and oh, this guy wants this version, this guy wants that version. But if you just go buy your own food and you're like, write me out a dinner, write me out, you know? Buy yourself, go to the grocery store and buy yourself like a pound of chicken salad, and then every night for dinner, just eat chicken salad. And it's great, and you'll be like, why did I ever not do this? You know? Why have I been waiting on Mom to make this stuff? It's fun for Mom. Dad gets home from work at 6 o'clock. He wants to eat. Mom makes something for him. He feels like, you know, like the family's contributing to his well-being in the way that he contributes to ours. That's fine. They can do all that by themselves. I don't need a part in that. I don't feel like I need Mom to make me dinner for me to feel at home in my house. What the fuck? I don't care. I just want to eat food, you know? like, I don't know. I feel like my life is already measurably better. I haven't had to go to Wawa to eat food I've been eating my own food for 4 fucking days now.
Very clean.
I get hungry and here was the moment, this was the realization that made me realize how perfect this was going to be and that I had to finally do it. Because, all this time I've been thinking, like, do I have the money for it, or am I going to be able to get the stuff I want? And then I thought about it and I went, every time we go grocery shopping, I get myself a box of cereal.
Yeah.
If I do my own grocery shopping and I buy 2 boxes of cereal.
Yeah.
2! Not 1. 2 boxes of my own cereal.
Yes.
That could feed me. Like, I could eat just cereal for a whole week. I could do that. I've done it before.
Was that your Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No, that's
okay.
Shade got that.
So I already dug into that too.
No.
Now I'm like, what am I eating? Did you get that family-sized box of Frosted Flakes?
No, that was Mom. And Mom and Shade eat Frosted Flakes.
I do too.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Which I also eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I got Reese's Puffs and fucking Cap'n Crunch.
I see.
And I will eat, like, I've had times where, like, if I don't want to have to go out to Wawa, I will just eat 4 bowls of cereal in a day just because it's easy to make and it's right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, if I buy my own cereal and my own milk, no one else is digging into the box. I don't have to worry about, the cereal's only going to last so long, we can only get so many boxes because it's expensive. It's like, if all I buy is cereal, then I can just live off cereal. So I got 2 boxes of cereal.
Fucking sick, nasty shortcut I found?
This is, like, the way you're supposed to do this, I think. Like,
I had no idea this was even here. This is cool shit.
Like, that whole other area is optional. You don't have to go over there.
What?
Yeah, you just go fucking down here.
Bro, this could be so much easier than it was.
Yeah, that's what I did the second time. I was like, I don't want to play this whole fucking area.
But I like it. It's full of Scully,
because getting down those stairs with that giant ball is like I couldn't figure out how to do it. I found out you can just stand on the lanterns or whatever. But I couldn't figure out how to get down the stairs without getting hit by the giant roly ball of skeletons. And then I found this shortcut, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do.
I don't remember it being hard to do that.
Well, you probably stood on those ledges. I didn't think to stand on those ledges.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Cool. I skip the Scully man.
It's already falling. Wow. Get out of the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
And wait for it to come
Look at the ball of Scully man. Isn't that fucking cool?
Alright, go.
Very berserk. But I gotta get the item on the stairs. What was that?
Oh, there's a bunch of items over there if you wanted to play that area.
Yeah, I probably should because I want to get more fucking Estus flask upgrades.
I don't know if those are over there. You have enough Estus flasks. It's the fucking
No, I meant I need the bone shards. I don't know where they are, and I clearly have skipped a couple.
Anyway, yeah, so that's my story about getting my own groceries. Probably sounds obvious to everybody else, but I don't know. A lot of our audience is young, so I feel like when we talk about these things, like, because my concern when we do this is always like people are gonna be like looking at us like, yeah, you just fucking figured that out, But
we've been at home the whole time, so this is, we haven't had time to figure this shit out. We have to figure it out in a weird, different way because we're still at home.
But I feel like then I remember, oh yeah, our audience is like a lot of like 15-year-olds who are like taking notes on all this for when they like. By the way, you should be taking notes on all this when you get to be like 20 and you're like, what the fuck do I do with my life? Buy your own groceries. They're much cheaper than you think to buy for just yourself.
Buy chicken thighs and cheap rice, and it's a filling meal.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I expected it to be more expensive because I was getting relatively expensive stuff. Like, I went and got like deli chicken salad and shit. Like, I wasn't buying the cheap shit. I was just getting what I wanted. But it was still way less expensive than I thought.
Because chicken thighs are good, man. That's the shit. That's what General Tso's chicken's made of.
Well, our dad doesn't like bone-in chicken.
It's not that's why we don't eat. It was boneless.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I think our grocery shopping has always been disproportionately expensive because we're trying to account for everyone's pickiness.
Yes.
Whereas if each one of us was buying our own groceries, we'd realize that, like, getting stuff for ourselves, we don't all want expensive stuff.
Yes.
It's only when we try to make something that everyone will appreciate that it's like that. Anyway, next time on Digi Bros.
Next time, more Scully men.